Hello, and thank you so much for taking a look at my benefits program. So I thought that today I would explain to you a little bit about how it works and what you receive as a member of the benefits program. So I'm going to share my screen so that I can explain in more detail, and you can see what it is that you can expect to receive. So this could be you showing off a piece of fabric that you've just transformed from plain white into magical color. And that is what I love to teach to my students. I've been teaching people how to dye and print their fabrics for many, many years. And more recently, I've begun also to add stitching to the whole mix. As you can see, I've got a hand-stitched dress on that I made from upcycled fabrics. So I teach dyeing, printing, and textile upcycling, particularly hand-stitched and slow-stitched methods. So who am I? I'm Melanie Brummer, and I am the founder of the Upcycle Cloth Collective on Facebook. And I'm super excited because this week we reached 100,000 members, which is an amazing landmark for me. I started the group about 6 years ago, so 6 or 7 years ago now. So to have reached this landmark now is super exciting and super meaningful to me. If you were a part of that process, thank you so much. It has been so exciting onboarding 25,000 new members in the past week. If you were part of that rush to join the community, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. It is really, really wonderful to hear your voices in the group. So just to give you some context on who I am a craft teacher essentially, and I spent many years traveling around South Africa in my little car, teaching into various places. I went to craft shops and skills development centers and non-profits, and wherever I could find a place where people were keen to learn about what I did, I would travel there and find the students to teach them. Of course, my ability to move around reduced over time, and that is why I decided to move my teaching online. So here I'm teaching at an organization for a skill center where they were teaching ladies who were looking for new skills so that they could find their way out of poverty. Here I was teaching in Lesotho. This was one of the very, very first color technicians classes that I taught, where I taught my students how to mix different color recipes. And this is a workshop that I taught at Marianne Fassler's studio. For those of you who know who Marianne Fassler is, she is one of the icons of the South African fashion industry. And when I used to manufacture bespoke fabrics for the fashion industry in South Africa, she was a regular customer of mine. Here I am teaching in Swaziland. I did some training for the Fair Trade organization there at Baobab Batik. So here we were teaching the ladies how to improve some of their results. They're already very competent fabric dyers, and in this workshop we explained to them how the chemistry worked so that they had a more in-depth understanding of what they were doing. This was a team building event that I taught at Fairy Glen Game Lodge, where we gave the people who work there just a moment of fun and creativity to make themselves each a t-shirt as a reminder of the happy day of fun that they enjoyed and that they could take home and wear as a gift. And of course, at any event where I teach, the techniques I taught were always very, very popular with children. So here I'm going to explain the different tiers that you can sign up for. And on the $1 tier, that is for those of you who would like to try it before you buy it, just to find out what you're in for before you get involved. So on the $1 tier, you will receive monthly emails from me where I explain to you how to do something small. So you'll get one tutorial that teaches you something new, and then also some insight into what is happening on the other tiers. So that if you like what you're seeing in the $1 tier, you can upgrade to one of the higher tiers, and you can understand which tier is the one you want to sign up for. Then on the $5 tier, you receive one of my designs once a month. And these are all my original designs that I've used for my own lino stamps. They are tried and tested. People love them. My students have used them in my workshops. Here's one of my students, Wendy, printing some tissue paper using the design that I carved out. And when you sign up on the $5 tier, you unlock a treasure chest with more than 20 designs that are in it straight away. So as soon as you sign up on this tier, you get access to 24 designs that you can download straight away. And then every single month, I add another design. So if you hang about, each month you will get a new design that you can add to your library. And these designs you can use for lino printing, for making stencils, for embroidery, whatever you'd like to use them for. You download a high quality image that you can print out and then modify in any way for your own design purposes. This is a great place to start for those of you who want to create lino designs, but you're a little bit scared still of creating your own designs. If you would like to work with one of my designs, then this is a great place to start. Then if you are on the $15 tier, you receive eBooks about textile dyeing, printing, and upcycling. And as soon as you sign up, you unlock a treasure chest with more than 20 eBooks that are already waiting for you right now. There are 24 eBooks in that treasure chest right now that you unlock as soon as you pay your $15. And then, because it is a subscription program, every single month I add another ebook to that list. So over time, you can build up a whole library of my ebooks on a bunch of different topics that you can download to your device and tap into whenever you need them. On the $25 tier, this is, I believe, where the serious fun begins to happen, because you get a design and an ebook. And you can combine the two to get some great results. Here are some of my students playing in one of my workshops where they learned a valuable lesson about lino carving, that where you have to print, you have to carve text in the reverse if you wanted to print the right way on your t-shirts. And of course, these guys are smiling because they are so happy with their results. And you can get great results too by using the resources in the benefits program. Then on the $29 tier, you receive the ebook, the design, and once a quarter, you will receive a mug that is printed with the Upcycle Cloth Collective logo. So this is for those of you who are dedicated members of the Upcycle Cloth Collective. I appreciate you so much. And in this way, you and I can have a cup of tea or coffee in the mornings. You can drink your tea or coffee out of our Upcycle Cloth Collective mug as you scroll through the content in our group. That way it brings us just a little bit closer, and also it gives you the opportunity to show off to the rest of the world how you are a member of the Upcycle Cloth Collective, to help us spread the message of what we do in a viral way, so that more people can find out about us on and offline. So by supporting the benefits program and supporting the merchandise, you get a chance not only to enjoy a mug for yourself, you are also helping us to amplify the message of the Upcycle Cloth Collective out into the wider world in a bigger way. Then, as we move up the tiers, there are t-shirts. So once a quarter, along with your design and your ebook, you will receive a t-shirt printed with the Upcycled Cloth Collective logo. Here you can see how fantastic they look. And then we also have tote bags. So each different tier has a different kind of merchandise that you can receive. They come through once a quarter because obviously we need to cover the cost of the merchandise in the particular tiers. So after 3 months, you will receive your merchandise. So every 3 months on your third payment, you will receive your merchandise. And I really like these tote bags a lot. I think they'll look fabulous if you're walking around at your textile events, buying beautiful textile products and showing off your beautiful textile products, maybe at your quilt meetings. You can put your quilts in here, and in that way, when you go off to your meetings, people can see the logo and can ask you, what is this about? And you get the chance to tell them about the Upcycled Cloth Collective so that you can help to amplify our message into the wider world in a bigger way. Then we also have hoodies. Look how amazing the hoodies look on. For those of you who are in colder climates, maybe you want a hoodie instead of a t-shirt. We have a tier where you can get a hoodie too. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you out there in your beautiful branded merchandise so that we can get the Upcycled Cloth Collective message out to more people. Then on the $89 tier, you get me. A lot of you have asked to spend one-on-one time with me just to talk about your creative businesses or to talk about the sustainability of your textile business. Some of you want coaching in this space, and for $89 a month, I will be your accountability partner to support your process. So you sign up on the $89 tier, and for that you receive one-on-one mentorship from me every single month to discuss your specific needs to help you to get to the results that you want to with your creative business. So whether that's figuring out how to build an online presence using social networks, finding out how to grow your networks. As you've seen this week, I have managed to reach 100,000 people with the Upcycled Cloth Collective. And if you would like to learn how to build a group that grows virally in the same way that this does without having to pay for Facebook ads, then I can teach you how. Engage with me in this process, and I will talk you through it every month. The first session we'll do a needs analysis, find out what you need, and then every month we'll build a strategy, and in the months that follow, I will be your accountability partner to make sure that you're still on track with your goals that you set out at the beginning of the process. And then, of course, when you feel completely self-reliant, you opt out at the click of a button, and you go off and shine your light. I really love it when I see my students move through the process and then launch into that self-reliant phase where they feel, I can do this on my own. I've learned enough from Melanie. I'm ready to go and take on the wider world with the skills she's taught me. Then on the $99 tier, you get all the stuff. You get ebooks, you get designs to download, you get t-shirts, and you get mugs once a quarter. So you get the merchandise, you get the ebooks and the designs, you get it all. You can wear it, you can drink out of it. So for those of you who are real enthusiasts of the Upcycled Cloth Collective and want to shine our light into the world, this is where you can get all of the merchandise. So some of you might be asking, what is all of this merchandise for? It serves two purposes. One is to amplify our message into the wider world. I have done experiments before where I invited our members to create our logos for themselves and then wear them on their clothing. Unfortunately, Some of the members have abused our logo by adding it to their products, making it look as though I'm endorsing their products, which I never did. The intention with making the logo available to everybody was to grow the Upcycle Cloth Collective community, not to give false endorsement to people who are actually using a bit of greenwashing to sell their products. So because we've had unethical use of our logo, I've now made the decision to only make it available on our own merchandise. So if you see the logo, you know that the money you've spent to buy that merchandise is going back into the Upcycle Cloth Collective and the people who created it. And what I'm really trying to do here with Patreon is to raise enough money that I can begin to pay our volunteers salaries. So up until now, the Cloth Collective has been completely volunteer run. And I can tell you that at 100,000 members, it is now becoming work. It has become a full-time job for our volunteers, our moderators and admins behind the scenes. And I would like to retain the quality help that we have in that group. And this is how I'm planning to do it. If enough of you can contribute to this process here in the benefits program, I can afford to pay these ladies some real money for the real work that they are doing to support the community. And in that way, we can make the whole thing more sustainable for everyone. So for those of you who sign up on the benefits program, thank you so very, very much. You are enabling me to do more for our team and in turn to do more for the Upcycle Cloth Collective community. So your contributions are very meaningful to me. Then I thought I would end the presentation just with some pictures of my students, showing off some of the things that they've made. I am hoping to bring you to this point with your creative projects, that you're the person standing there smiling, holding up something that you've made using something that I've learned. Look at these beautiful silk scarves that these ladies made. They dyed them and printed them in one short morning during a workshop with me. And if you want to achieve some great results like that, I can teach you how. I'm here to show you. And please click through, sign up for the benefits program. I really appreciate your contributions, and I hope to get you to a point where you are smiling because you've made something beautiful using what you've learned from me here in the benefits program. Thank you for your time to watch this video. I appreciate it so very much. Have a beautiful day, and I hope to chat with you further here on Patreon.